Hello you guys, it is Mari back with another video, and like I always say, don't be scared to fall unless you want to fall. Don't be scared to fall. Don't be scared to fall because you may fall into a better situation. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I got my sweet tea and I'm ready to get into some things really quick. Okay, so before we get into anything or whatever, I just want to quickly say that this is the first video I'm filming now that I am 25. My birthday was completely amazing. I actually did not want to do anything, but I was surprised with Beyonce tickets. I ended up having the opportunity to actually go see her twice. That was an experience, but that's going to be an entirely separate video. Yeah, that's just an update. I'm 25 now. I know I don't look... I know I don't look like it, but you know, the girls are 25 now. You know, I'm an adult. I'm not a young adult anymore. I'm an adult. Put some respect on my name. Just don't do too much, because I am pushing 30. Like, I like to start the conversation with one topic, but end it off with something that everybody can relate to and a topic that needs to be discussed. And to shed light on the brighter side of these situations. We can spend a lot of time on the negative things in life and spend so much time draining ourselves thinking about the negative things, and we overlook the positive. I also have the timestamps if you look down in the description below. I'll leave a quote to something that I say from the video, and it'll take you to that with the timestamp next to it, so it'll take you to that specific part. If you feel like the quote relates to something in your life, maybe you can skip to that part and see what I was talking about. Angus Cloud's death. OMG. His full name was Connor Angus Cloud Hickey. He was born on July the 10th, 1998, and he passed away on July the 31st, 2023. He was a cancer. So unfortunate that he passed 2 weeks after his birthday. I was not aware of that. Have you guys noticed how a lot of us are dying younger? And I think we really need to step back and just think about why. Like, what are the causes of this? What are the main causes of death right now? This is such a weird situation because a lot of us know Angus from Euphoria. He's one of the characters who is telling Zendaya's character to not abuse drugs, and to find out that he supposedly overdosed and this was the cause of his death. I also too want to shed light on a brother of my community that was shot in New York City for voguing. It just goes to show that we are never safe, and it's part of the reason why I struggle with being myself out and about, because I don't feel safe. It's part of the reason why I dumb myself down, because I don't feel safe. And I feel like it also sheds light on our community. But I think from the outside looking in, you may think that we haven't made and we're getting all these rights, but we still have a lot to do, and this proves it. Article read, O'Shea Sibley was at a Brooklyn gas station with a friend late Saturday night, filling up a car and blasting music by Beyonce when a group of men approached and told them to stop dancing. According to friends, the men began slurs, and Mr. Sibley, 28, a gay man who was a professional dancer and choreographer, confronted them. According to his friends and a video of the altercation, the argument escalated. The one man stabbed Mr. Sibley, according to the police. Later that night, he was pronounced dead. How much hate do you have to actually stab somebody and to just watch somebody die? We are at a time, we have been at a time, this is nothing new. So this is very sad because we are dying younger and younger. A lot of us aren't making it past 30. And I want to shed light on some of the things that may be a part of the issue. Gay people, we are looked at as a threat because of no matter what we do. We can be expressing genuine happiness. We could be doing anything and we are a threat. I've been through situations like this when I stayed in Memphis. I was on Bill Street and I was just walking, walking in my heels, just doing me. And a guy came by just waving a gun and just yelling fat. Those type of situations, you just never know what to do because you're just caught off guard. You're not prepared. You can't defend yourself in a situation like that because it's a gun against hands. I never feel the need to unalive someone. I don't like that. I don't like guns. Whatever. I digress. Let's take a moment of silence for Angus and O'Shea. I'm approaching 25, so I really hate to see things like this happening. I do feel like a big part of this is mental health, and mental health can be caused by a number of things. I went on Google and I said, what percentage of the population has mental health? 19.86% of adults are experiencing mental illness, equivalent to nearly 50 million Americans. 4.91% are experiencing a severe mental illness. And I said, so I wonder, what age range? So I searched. 50% of all lifetime mental illnesses begin by age 14. This means that most mental health conditions emerge during childhood and adolescence, which is also very, very jarring to digest. The upbringing of social media, it has stripped the imagination from children. I remember when I was growing up, I believed in Santa Claus. I believed in these things because they gave me hope. And it wasn't something that was just like for play or anything like this. These type of situations made me believe in things. And I think that is a part of the issue, is that children don't believe in things. They don't have an imagination because social media too much. And I think that social media plays into mental health a lot. And parents also don't pour into their children as much as they should so that they can have confidence. I see this a lot. Parents will slap a tablet in front of their kids just to keep them quiet. And that's not a smart thing to do. You need to pour confidence into your children so that when they step into this world, they won't crumble. Yes, the world is going to be a cruel place. Yes, the world is going to be a horrible place. But if you as a parent have poured into your child and reassured them that the unconditional love has started here, they are special and that they are beautiful and that nobody else can take that away from them. If a child knows that and knows who they are, when a child comes into this world, they look up to you. They listen to you. They may not admit it. They may not ever tell you this. But so make sure that you are pouring the necessary things into them so that they can grow effectively and be in a good space and be secure in who they are. So that when they go out into this world, they don't get eaten alive, hearing things about themselves that they never have heard before. And you don't want them to go out into the world searching for who they are. They're not going to like what the world tells them. I think the reason that a lot of children and a lot of people are down is because of mental health. And social media is just one of many reasons why mental health is a thing. I think it comes from maybe things at home, things at school and life. Kids are at their most vulnerable when they're a child. They're very easy to fall victim to this, and unfortunately it doesn't go away. It stays in them, it lives in them, and it carries over into adulthood. I can speak specifically for the Black community. It's not very common for us to go to therapy, and what I can say is I don't think that it's very common for us Black people to be able to identify mental health or depression. We don't know what that looks like. A lot of Black people, we don't want to admit that because we just don't feel like, that is something that we could do. Considering our life already being so hard, it's just like, I can't be depressed. I've been through so much worse. We just don't put that on ourselves. We just don't think that we can be depressed. But that's not even the case. I think another thing that is also playing into this is the fact that life is extremely hard right now. It's inflation. Life is very, very hard. It's not the same. It's becoming more and more impossible to live. 3 times the rent is absolutely ridiculous. Just imagine a Black person, and I can only speak from my experience, but me being a Black person, I deal with racism. Me being gay, I deal with discrimination. Me being an adult, I deal with life things, like life be lifing, and it's just like, we're carrying so much with this generation, and I feel like that is a huge part of why mental health is a thing. And I've struggled with this myself, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, because like I said, times are hard. The reason it's getting so far and it's getting so detrimental is because we're suffering in silence because we don't create a safe space for people to express themselves, especially with men. Social media is not a safe space, but outside of social media, in real life, you have to also create a safe space for people to be able to express themselves, because if not, it's just going to eat away at them. And this is something that all of us deal with. We should always have a safe space, always. I wrote this in my notes. I see the world has become a darker place in the recent years. We have an alarming rate of child stars and individuals in general who have passed before they've reached their 30s. If there's anything to take away from this video, it is to always be honest with your feelings. Make sure that you have a safe space. Make sure that you're not hoarding things. Make sure that you're actually healing. Don't put band-aids over wounds. Rip those band-aids off and actually heal. And get over these things. Traumas are passed down, and I would hate for your children to carry on the traumas that you faced that you didn't overcome. I was watching a He Flawless video, and he made an interesting point. When we talk about race, it is very important for white people who stand with us to be in on these conversations, set in the rooms when we're having these conversations, because they are a part of the fight. We should definitely create a space for them to be a part of these conversations, because to come over these things, we definitely have to stick together. Just educate everyone. So it is very important that we actually create spaces for us to have these conversations, so that more white people can be more educated on Black issues, especially if we expect them to be allies. But anyways, you guys, control your mental. I really hope you guys are in an amazing state of mind. Don't think too much about it. Whatever it is, let it go. Don't care. You don't have any points to prove. Don't put yourself in any trouble or anything. And like I always say, stay honest. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Yeah, remember I upload videos every Monday at 10 a.m. I didn't upload one last week because I was partying at the Beyonce concert. She really ate that up. Like, y'all, and I was real close. I got footage. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of your mental health. And remember, like I always say, stay honest. Bye.
So you're a tough guy, like it really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type.